Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Today we're taking a look at 7 scary ghost videos that you won't forget. Number 1. A man that goes by mfalcon95 on Reddit posted a video that a friend sent him a while back of something unsettling. According to mfalcon95, his friend used to work late nights at an office building located in Corpus Christi, Texas. With full access to the security cameras, he would often keep an eye on them during his shift. Well, late one night, while he was alone in the building, something on the security camera monitor caught his eye.
Keep over there.
At the end of one of the hallways, a dark figure was caught peeking out from behind a wall. This ominous figure quickly ducked back behind the corner, disappearing out of view. And as the man recording went to investigate that hallway, no one could be found. Whatever was peeking out at the end of the hall remains a mystery till this day. And if I was the guy who recorded it, I would simply use this video as my 2-week notice. Number 2. Over on a TikTok account called LaurenRose867, a woman named Lauren has only posted a handful of videos, most of them being of her dog and her very interesting looking cat. But back in 2020, while trying to record a video of her cat acting strange, she accidentally caught something terrifying.
So scary. What you looking at? Oh my god.
As her cat sat on the couch staring off at something, a pitch-black figure suddenly emerged. This chilling figure quickly walked through the room from right to left. And as it walked along the far back wall, Lauren's cat didn't seem to notice or move a muscle. According to Lauren, she has no idea how to explain this, but she went on to post another video with a few details on the dark history of her home.
Okay, so a lot of you guys have been asking me about the history of the house where I caught that ghost footage, so I figured I'd do a part 2 and tell you a little bit about it because it just adds a whole new layer of creepy as shit to what I saw. So the house was originally built in the 80s and had only changed hands one other time besides the time that the original family lived there. Okay, so the original family designed a panic room and a bunker in the basement, along with what we think are unfinished escape tunnels in the basement and in the garage. We were told that the tunnel in the garage hadn't been explored in a couple decades, and so we were super excited to be the ones to explore this. Except for when we opened up the tunnel and started exploring, we discovered that the original owners of the house had left a backpack, a shovel, and a hammer in there. Normally something like this would be creepy until we discovered that the original owner of the house went insane and murdered his wife with a hammer. I should also mention that the bunker and the panic room are both soundproof.
So could the murder that took place in her home be related to what she caught on camera? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Number 3. A Reddit user that goes by the 7-foot fella posted a couple videos of the strange things he recently experienced. Back in 2018, both his brother and father unfortunately passed away within a day of each other. And soon after their passing, he began to hear whispers, footsteps, and even see shadow figures. But it wasn't until just recently that he was able to catch proof of these experiences.
You on the table? They're not supposed to be on there, huh? Happy boy? You happy?
While recording a video of his cat, the unsettling sound of footsteps rushing behind him caught his attention.
You happy? You happy?
Both him and his cat turned to look in the direction of these footsteps, but no one was there. And according to this Reddit user, he was completely alone at the time. Oddly enough, on another day while walking alone outside, he had a very similar experience. As the video begins, we can clearly hear the sound of his footsteps. But when he suddenly stopped walking and stood in place, the sound of footsteps continued. He was completely alone when this video was recorded, leading me to believe that he may just have a spirit attachment that wants someone to hang out with. Number 4. Back in 2021 during quarantine, a YouTube user that goes by Neon began learning how to play the piano. And after starting to get the hang of it, he decided to record a video of himself playing a song. So while his grandma was asleep downstairs, he set up his camera and began to play. But throughout the video, strange things began to happen.
Alright, what's up guys? Neon here. I got bored over the quarantine and I'm trying to learn the piano. So yeah, leave some comments down in the comment section for any suggestions of songs that you guys want me to try and learn. But right now, I'm going to show you guys one that I learned, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so the door just opened. As you can see right here, I was recording just over there, and the door opened. That was interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna go back into my room and completely ignore that happened. The door just closed again, but the other door. I'm not gonna have any of that. I'm just gonna close the door and completely ignore that.
As he played the piano, the door behind him suddenly swung open, quickly catching his attention. Now confused, he got up to investigate, but no one was outside of his room. He then angled his camera towards the desk he was sitting at, only to reveal a tall, dark figure standing in the room. Against the closet door, this ominous figure stood completely motionless, and somehow Neon didn't seem to notice. Now obviously, I can't say for sure if this video is genuine, but regardless, whatever this is giving me a major case of the heebie-jeebies. Number 5. YouTube user Resonance2001 posted a video back in 2015 of a chilling experience he had. 8 years ago, he decided to visit the Lincoln City Cathedral. Located in Lincoln, England, this massive structure was built in the 14th century and at one point was the tallest building in the world. Well, in the 1960s, a woman named Constance leapt from one of the cathedral's towers to her death. Until this day, people report seeing the ghostly apparition of a woman outside of the church. Well, as Resonance2001 was recording a video of the cathedral at night, he had a downright chilling experience. panned his camera to the right, he noticed something or someone staring at him from behind the stone wall. He gathered his courage and inched forward to get a closer look at whatever this is. But as he got within reach, the figure drifted back behind the wall. And as he turned the corner, no one was there. So could this be the ghost of the woman that leapt from the top of the cathedral? And is the man recording one of the bravest men on Earth? Because if I saw that, I'd immediately be running the other way. Number 6. Over on a YouTube channel called Past Hauntings, a paranormal team conducts investigations of locations that are said to be haunted. And in one of these investigations, they found themselves at the Colston Bassett Church ruins. And as they explored this old structure in the middle of the night, something unnerving was caught on camera.
Just the same as what it says at the front.
As they walked past one of the windows in the stone wall, a faint apparition can be seen on the other side. This pale figure moved towards the left before disappearing completely. At first glance, some may just write this off as a reflection in the window, but that's impossible as there's no glass in any of the windows. According to the Past Hauntings team, all members were accounted for at the time, so whoever or whatever this is still remains a mystery. Number 7. Chris from the Urbex Hill YouTube channel recently went on a solo investigation in an old abandoned school. After being left untouched for decades, this now deteriorating building looks like something straight out of a horror movie. But late into the night, Chris bravely made his way inside, unsure of what to expect.
There's a lot of movement down there. You hear that? It sounds like somebody's down there.
Immediately after making it inside, Chris couldn't ignore the strange noises coming from somewhere nearby. And after setting up multiple IR cameras throughout the building, he continued exploring when he found something strange.
It's like this weird string. Looks like a booby trap. Goes all the way up. That's weird. And it goes this way. Stops right there. Goes all the way back. Check it out later.
This peculiar string going throughout the building is an eerie indicator that someone has been lurking inside and could potentially be waiting just around any corner. With this thought in mind, Chris continued through the halls.
What the hell was that? Listen. somebody's here. Someone's gotta be here. Probably homeless people. What the hell was that?
Unsettling sounds coming from somewhere in the building immediately put Chris on edge. And while all these noises were happening, the IR camera Chris had set up in the auditorium caught something downright bone-chilling. In the very back of the auditorium, an unnerving dark figure can be seen quickly moving past the auditorium doors. This eerie black figure moved incredibly fast as it traveled through the hall, and something about the way that it moved didn't exactly look human. Completely unaware of what was just caught on camera, Chris continued exploring the old school until he discovered something incredibly chilling.
This is where the string goes. Listen. Holy shit. Somebody's down there. What the hell was that noise? Wait a minute. This wasn't like this before. Oh crap. I do not remember this being here. Hello?
After walking through the old gym, Chris noticed that something was now out of place. A white metal grate was now propped up against the door. And if we take a look at his footage from earlier in the night, there was clearly nothing in front of this door, and the metal grate was laying off to the side. Now, with it being moved, it became evident to Chris that he was not alone in the building. But unfortunately, this is where the video ends. But luckily, a part 2 is on the way. In the meantime, do we think this is something paranormal or a dangerous person lurking in the building? Either way, Chris is f***ing nuts for going inside to find out. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.